Good morning, everybody. It is cool and wet here in Oklahoma. I think the temperature has dropped by maybe 30 degrees yesterday, which isn't quite as much as they dropped for my son in Denver, where it was 101 a few days ago, and yesterday it was snowing. So that is just that's just the way it rolls, I guess, now. And it feels very fallish out, and the entire mood has just changed. So I want to review a little bit of the things that I had to do on my September chore list for the front yard, which, as I have told you many, many times, just kind of goes on autopilot in the summer, because it just kind of holds its own. But yesterday I did a lot of work out here. I still have more to do, but I did do a lot of work. And amongst that was giving a light trim to some of the boxwood, and also the topiaries. I moved them a little bit, the Eugenia topiaries. They needed a good trim. This may be a short one because it's starting to rain again, you guys. I cut back a lot of things. I cut back some sedum autumn joy that had splayed and was looking just tired and unkempt. But you can start to see the autumnal colors coming out in that loropetalum. And then the most drastic thing I did was cut back this golden hickory privet pretty hard. And by the way, you guys, privet is very prone to whitefly this time of the season, but I typically, this late in the year, I don't treat it other than with a strong jet of water to kind of do my best to eradicate them rather than use any chemicals. But the main thing I did was I had a Lady Diana white drift rose or shrub rose in here, and you can see I cut it back really hard. Now that was rather extreme, but I did it for several reasons. One, it was really encroaching on all of the evergreens around it. Two, it was beginning to suffer some from rose rosette and a little bit of spider mite, and I wanted to address that. And three, I'm just not sure I want to keep it or not, or I want this other pink rose to kind of grow in its place, and it will very rapidly, this whole area will very rapidly fill out. So what I did was cut that back hard. You can trim roses in Oklahoma in September for a second flush of bloom, though I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing a drastic cut back like this. But I did it for a number of reasons. One, I thought it was a risk worth taking, because if it dies, well, then I'm willing to suffer that end result, but also because I just wanted to address those other issues. And I just wanted the whole area to look more tidy, because one thing I don't like about fall is just how kind of ratty and dry and grown out and overgrown it looks, and this is a way for me to kind of whip it into shape. So I have restored some definition and some order by doing lots of clipping, and then a lot of this stuff will flush out again. You can see if I'm shaking a little bit, it's because it's kind of cold out here, you guys. You can see I still have a little bit more cleanup to do from the clippings, and I will do that later when it's not drizzling. But I also want to get things in shape for when I put the pansies in, when I do some pumpkinizing, and when I basically kind of just do an overhaul. I also did a little bit of pruning on that double file viburnum that's just in front of the garden bench. And I cut back some other things. But next time you see this, hopefully it will be kind of transformed. Now, the beds look bare when I'm right up on them, But as you can see, when I pull out, and like I did at the very beginning, it doesn't look too bare. It just looks like it's got more room to breathe. Well, you guys, I'm going to go in because it's cold. I can't believe those words are coming out of my mouth on September 9th. But it is. I'm cold, and I'm going to go in and warm up my coffee, I think. You guys have a great day.